Hey there, aspiring golfer. Josh here from par3nearme.com. Today we're going to talk about golf handicaps. You might have heard golfers talking about their handicap, and you might secretly be wondering, why do handicaps exist? How do I calculate my own golf handicap? Well, today we're going to knock out both of those questions and hopefully give you a better understanding of what's going on. So here we go. Let's start with the definition. What is a golf handicap? A golf handicap is a numerical measure of a golfer's playing ability. In other words, it's a number that kind of follows you around wherever you play, and it indicates your skill level. The lower a golfer's handicap, the better a golfer they are. So why does the golf handicap exist? Well, let me give you kind of a hypothetical example here. Let's say we got this guy, Billy Bob. He is a local scratch golfer. That means at his course, which has a par of 72, he will shoot a 72 more often than not. He is referred to as a scratch golfer or a golfer with a handicap of 0. Let's keep going with this example. So you got Billy Bob, talented golfer. He knows he's good. He probably brags about it too. And then you've got Joe Schmo. Joe Schmo enters the Big Fun Golf Tournament at Billy Bob's Country Club. Joe is a recreational golfer. He watches the PGA Tour. He wears a Titleist hat. He fits the bill, but he's actually not that talented. A good golf score for Joe might be an 84. So when he enters this tournament at Billy Bob's Country Club, he has almost no chance of beating Billy Bob in a head-to-head matchup. The handicap system was created for scenarios like this one. A golfer's handicap allows them to compete with players of a more advanced skill level. And in these instances, someone with a high handicap actually gets to play in a tournament with low handicap golfers, and the playing field is level. There is a modified score given based on their handicap. This keeps people more engaged in the sport, makes competition more fun. So back to the question that originally brought you here. How do I calculate my golf handicap? Now, I need to kind of look around here because the golf purists and the mathematicians out there are about to freak out. But here is a simple way of calculating your golf handicap. The first thing that you need to do is find an 18-hole regulation golf course. Now, I love par 3s and executive courses, but for this example, they don't count. You need to find an 18-hole course, regulation course, which has a par of 72. That's kind of the de facto, the standard number, 72 for par. Next, you're going to go out in this course and you're going to play a legit round. You're going to keep track of every stroke. So no gimmies, no second tee shots, none of those shenanigans, just a legit, accurate score. At the end of your round, you're going to take whatever that score is and you're going to subtract the number 72 from that score. Because remember, 72 is par for the course. So let's say you shot an 82, you subtract 72, what do you get? Hopefully you said 10. In this case, your handicap would be a 10. Now, this is a very, very limited example. It's just trying to help you understand the concept here. To get a more accurate handicap score, you would need to play more rounds. So let's say, for example, you went out and played 50 rounds of golf. You would take all 50 of those scores, you would average them together. Whatever number you come out with, then you would subtract 72 from that number, and that would give you a more accurate handicap score. The more rounds you play, the more accurate your average number is going to be, or your average round. But again, this still oversimplifies the equation. If you went and played 50 rounds at a flat course with wide open fairways, that's a little different than playing around at a course with lots of water hazards and bunkers with a 20-mile-per-hour wind coming off the Pacific Ocean. These are all things that kind of modify the difficulty of their round. So if you want the most accurate golf handicap score, not the simplified dummy version, the most accurate version, The best way to do that is to register with the United States Golf Association, also known as the USGA. Now, there's a small fee for doing this. I don't get any commissions. The USGA doesn't care about me. But when you register, you're going to receive what's called a GIN number. This is like your identification number for your handicap. Now you'll be able to post your scores at different courses, and the system is going to calculate an accurate handicap for you over time. The system's going to factor in where you play, like the difficulty of the course, which tees you play from, whether you're a male or a female. It's also going to factor in outlier scores. There's a day where you play out of your mind, or a day when you play terrible. The system can kind of incorporate all of that and give you a fair and detailed handicap. But here's the real sales pitch. You don't have to do any math. So if you hate math, register with the USGA, get an accurate number. That's the best way to calculate your handicap. In review, the simplified dummy way, take what you shoot over a typical 18-hole round, subtract the number 72, there's sort of your ballpark figure for your handicap. All right, I hope I've done a decent job of covering golf handicaps. If you want more of my life-changing golf content, please like this video, please subscribe to our channel, and if you got critical comments, let them fly in the comments below.